Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. This is the game Golf. You can find this on Boardgamearena. Check out my Boardgamearena playlist, the AmassGames playlist, and also the Family Rate playlist, as well as the traditional card game playlist. Now these are all okay cards, they just have to be different colours, don't worry about the backs for it. This is a game whereby you're looking to get the lowest score possible over a number of rounds. This is set up based on the default positioning over on Boardgamearena. You're going to take a deck of cards. It's going to be in a 2x3 grid, and you can flip over any two cards you like. Let's say I do these two. Okay, so as you know, I don't know what they're going to be. So currently my score is based on the following. If it is an ace, I score 1 point if it's face up in my grid of 6. If it's a 2, it's -2. If it's a 3 to 10, it's just those values, i.e. a 3 is a 3. If you see a jack or a queen, then these are worth 10 points each, and a king is worth 0. This is a terrible start. I did shuffle, as you saw. 20 points, that is not good. The round ends when all of your cards are revealed. So one person reveals all their cards, and then you see what your total score is going to be, and you play a number of rounds until you decide to play until the end point, which might be 100 points as a default on Boardgamearena. That might change on Boardgamearena, but you can play a longer game like 500 points, etc. So my first turn is either I can take, this card, a 2, or I can take another card face down, one of these cards. So do I want the 2? Currently I do. Do I want to swap it with one of these two? Absolutely, because I do not want 10 points. So now my score has dropped from 20 points to 12. Now it's my opponent's turn. Let's say they do whatever they want to do. Back to my turn. Again, I can reveal one of these cards and take the jack. I don't want to do that. Let's reveal this, a 10. Well, a 10 is not good, so I place it over there, and that ends my turn. Imagine it's back to my turn. This time I look at it again. It's a 9. It's not great, but let's just say I swap it. So I could swap it with a queen over here. I'll tell you why I wouldn't in a second. But for now, I just chuck it here. In this case, that's a better card. So now my score is 10, 19, 21. Now, if ever you get a column that's the same value, so a 2 and a 2, let's say, then they cancel each other out and they're worth nothing. But remember, 2's worth -2, so ignore the 2 for now. But imagine you have 2 9s, that's worth 0. It's not worth 18, it's worth 0. If you get a row and they're all the same as well, they're again worth nothing, which is great. Right now, I want this 5, so let's swap it with this. Actually, let's swap it with here, because we're trying to get a 9 over here. So let's swap this over here. I'm not using my board game accessory mat, but check my playlist for that too. So over here, let's say it's my turn again. Again, I look and see what this card is. It is an ace. Well, again, that's only worth 1 point, so it's not bad. I don't know if I'm going to get out before my opponent. I need to look at my opponent's grid. But let's say I just discard it. And now let's say I swap this for my next turn. So not great, we already know the stuff. I don't want to reveal this until I get this sorted out, really. So let's reveal another card. And do I want the 4? I don't want a 4, it doesn't interest me. My opponent takes another turn. Let's say I take one final turn. Again, I would have a bigger deck. Not great. I might just want to swap out the 9. Oh no, let's swap out the queen, because that's reduced my score from 10 to 3. That's 17. Let's say my final turn is, again, this would have been shuffled up. This would have been a whole deck of cards. Just showing an example of cards here. And let's say we reveal a 4. No 4s here. Let's for now say we just swap this out just to trigger the end of the round and show you how scoring works. So we have a total score going on, all different cards. 1 point, -2, so that's -1, up to 8, because it's called 9, so that's worth up to 8 points, 12 points. Well, I think it's easy, 20 points, 12 points, 17 points, 20 points, that's my score. Everyone checks theirs as well. If you see your opponent's got loads of face cards, again, they're going to be worth typically 10 points, unless it's a king. And suddenly you can say, well, in this case, I do want to reveal all my cards and get a score of 20 points. Hopefully they get a bigger score, because again, as soon as someone hits 100 points, if you have the lower score, then you win the game. That's the game. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Best on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Via the description YouTube, you can support the channel via Patreon. Head through the link tree. There are occasionally competitions. Also head through to Facebook, join the discussion over there. And of course, Instagram as well, where you can see loads of photos. But for now, back to the table.